Positive news for the Bucks. Dame Lillard has been cleared from his deep vein thrombosis and is no longer taking blood thinning medication. Will continue to increase basketball activity. Won't play in the Bucks playoff opener against the Indiana Pacers on Saturday. Hadn't played in the game at all in nearly a month. Last time he was on the floor, March 18th. Bucks entered the playoffs on a roll without him. They won 8 consecutive games without one of the very best point guards in the game. Massive switch up from the first 16 where they were 8-8 with Dame out. Offensive adjustments have been key. They've been scoring at a much more robust clip, 15 more per game. All eyes on Ja. Memphis taking on Dallas on Friday night in the play-in game to earn the right to face OKC as the Western Conference 8 seed. Morant injured that right ankle as the foot rolled late in Tuesday's play-in loss against Golden State. So game time call on Friday, and that is a massive, massive call. Obviously, Grizzlies are listed currently as 6.5-point favorites against Dallas. Dallas hopes to become the 11th team in NBA history to miss the playoffs after they were in the finals the season prior. Western Conference matchups, boy, there is a lot to have you interested. The Warriors have won all 4 playoff series head-to-head against Houston. Books think it could be 5. Golden State just the second 7 seed ever, favored against the 2 in the last 30 seasons. Clippers Nuggets, you're looking at a couple teams heading in different directions. Denver, it was stunning to me anyway, fired Michael Malone with 3 games left in the season. Clips won the final 8 heading into the playoffs. But, of course, Denver's got that guy, Nikola Jokic. As for the Lakers and the Wolves, Ant Edwards set the Wolves' single-season scoring record at just over 27 per. On the other side, we all know the Lakers have got Luka and LeBron, both top 6 all-time in career playoff points per game. Here's Luka on the playoffs and how he feels about the Lakers' chances.
I like big games. Playoffs is fun time. Everybody plays 100%. It's just fun to be out there. I think we have a great team. We have guys that are willing to go to war. Everybody's staying together. The chemistry is high, so I think we for sure have a chance.
Joined now by Brian Windhorst. The NBA playoffs get going in earnest this weekend. And you know, Windy, in the NCAA tournament, like a first weekend where you end up, happened this year, UConn, Florida, right? Like it was a first weekend game, but it felt like it could have been a Final Four game. It feels like we got some series right out of the gate with some real, sex appeal and intrigue. Let's start with Luka and the Lakers and Ant and the Timberwolves. In terms of assessing what direction that series goes, what tilts the balance in your opinion?
So, yeah, I'm going to just say, you're going to see the schedules and you're going to see the team name and you see a little number next to the team, which is their seed. I'm going to advise you to toss that number. The seeds, especially between 2 and 7, they don't matter. Luka last year terrorized the Wolves, terrorized them. He took Rudy Gobert, who was polishing his 4th consecutive Defensive Player of the Year trophy, and he just undercut him totally. And that scar tissue is still there for the Wolves, even though he's playing on a completely different team. So I think he's going to come into this series looking to hunt. But the Lakers are a roster that is incomplete. There are advantages for the Wolves in this series, particularly the fact that Ant Edwards can just score like crazy. So this series, you want to say it's 6 versus 3, I wish you luck, because this series is really tight in my view.
I agree, and you know me well. I'm not Mr. Hot Take, but I think that there's a much more than 0 chance that Anthony Edwards could prove to be the biggest star in this series. And there is a gigantic solar system of stars. Do you think that there's a possibility that not just for a night, but potentially for the balance of a series, you could, at the end of it, go, you know who the best player in the series was? Edwards.
If he is, and he can do it 4 times, he might be able to pull it off. What I think the Lakers are going to do is they're going to throw double teams at him, because this is what the book on Ant Edwards has been throughohout the year, especially. So I think J.J. Redick is going to say, Ant, God bless you. Somebody else is going to beat us. We are going to take the ball out of your hands. And whether Ant can be mature about that, because he's complained about it before, he has to use his teammates. But that chess game is going to be a big part of this series. and watching how Luka and LeBron play with each other.
I think we could have a tremendous series there. And look, Steph, Golden State, I don't want to miss Draymond and Kerr and all that they've done through the years head-to-head with Houston. This is a different Houston team, but it's compelling to reflect on what was. What do you think will be as this version of Houston takes on Golden State?
Again, this is a terrifically delicious series to go into. What we have seen with the Lakers, kind of what we saw, like Luka sort of carries a big load early and it saves LeBron for late. We see that here with the Warriors, where Jimmy Butler, going into playoff Jimmy mode the last few games, carries the load offensively early, and it allows Steph to go late. And that 1-2 combination is potentially devastating. This is what they were dreaming of when they made this trade. The second thing is, Houston likes to play very physical defense. It's how they're built. The thing to watch Draymond Green try to set the tone with the officials, because the way this series is going to be officiated is going to be very important. Houston wants to play rough and tough. And if America doesn't know who Amen Thompson is, they're going to know who he is after the next 2.5 weeks. Amen Thompson is going to be the point of attack defender on Steph. How these games are called is going to be a factor in this series, and Draymond likes to manipulate stuff from the opening tip. Watch him go to work.
Last quick one to squeeze in here, and the first two we talked about are remarkably compelling. The Clippers are a team, Wendy, that have a lot of people talking. They finished with a flourish, 8 straight wins. Are you on that Clipper bandwagon too, as a team that could crash the finals?
Now you've reached the series that I'm locked in on, because the Clippers go 18-3 down the stretch, and this is the best Kawhi Leonard has looked since the 2019 run with the Raptors. His shooting is devastating right now, and James Harden has got Ivica Zubac playing like an all-star center. That triumvirate is causing big problems for opponents. And I say that knowing that Nikola Jokic basically had one of the best statistical seasons in the modern NBA, and I got their coach David Adelman coming out today saying that Jamal Murray is as healthy as he's been all season. To me, this is the most fascinating series in the Western Conference. And all three of these are going to give us night-to-night entertainment. Big stars, big stakes. Any of these 6 teams, in my view, can come through and win. And I'm hoping for long series with big-time moments. And I'm telling you, Kawhi Leonard looks great.
We'll mark that down, Wendy. I appreciate the time. I just want to say, if this is going to be the kind of sport coat and tie combo you're working with the playoffs, I feel like you already won the title tonight. You look magnificent. As always, the information is even better. Appreciate your time, my friend.
Thank you. You got to pace yourself. Maybe I peaked too soon. I might have peaked too soon.
Can't win the finals before the play-in's done. But anyway, you look marvelous.
Chào các bạn đã quay trở lại với kênh YouTube của mình. Ngày hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục đi tô màu để gửi tặng đến các bạn những phút giây thư giãn. Chào mừng các bạn. Rất hân hạnh các bạn đã đến với video của mình. Và để làm được video tô màu của mình thì mình sẽ chuẩn bị những dụng cụ như sau. Đây là bút sáp màu và đây là điện thoại để mình quay lại quá trình mình tô màu. Đây là những sản phẩm được in sẵn.